Alright guys, it is July 11th, 2020. Checking out the progress of the build. It is Saturday. It is also happy hour. Let's dive into the Yeti here, see what we got. Oh yeah, mountains are still blue on those bad boys. Let's go down the hill here. Take a look and see what we got going. Looks like they've ran out of blocks. But as you can see, almost all the basement walls and garage basement walls are up. Most of them are braced up. Most of the bucks are in. Windows, doors. See if I can go down the steep hill without jumping it. Alright, right now we're entering the garage. Basement garage, that is. About 30 by 30. Looking good. You can see the pilasters are still going. There's going to be a pilaster over here to hold the beam up that holds the garage planks up. This is a installed pilaster here. Bumps off the wall about a foot. That'll help carry the load of the beam. The beam will also rest on the wall. 8 by 8 beam. There'll be 2 posts in the middle to support the beam and the planks. Those are yet to be dug in yet, the footers that is. This will be the downstairs garage door. I think this is 8 by 7. We kept it a little smaller. There'll be a header, of course, on top of that. And that, my builder said, is just barely enough to carry the load of the walls and the roof. So we got to be a little careful there, make sure that gets beefed up. So now we will enter the house. Walking through the door into the main basement here. You can see almost all the bracing is done here. Big wide open basement, 2,000 square feet. We will have a mid wall actually going through it right here. You can see the footers. That'll be a wood wall. I-joist will be carried from left to right here and rest on this mid wall to keep the span down a little bit. This left side over here will more than likely be the utility room and basement bathroom. Then the way I see it, over in that corner there, so we don't have to do any egress windows, will be a kid's bedroom or a guest bedroom over here someday, because they'll have the nice looking windows. Thinking probably these 2 corner windows, and the wall will be right kind of where the ladder is right there. Then we here's the sliding patio door that'll lead to the walkout. That will be the walkout. You can see concrete flow underneath there. See the septic system, pretty steep out here. Not much of a patio area yet. We also have to get the posts for the deck dug in down there. That'll be pretty close to the drain field, but I haven't decided what we'll do here yet. I don't know if we're going to try to flatten this off a bit here, or if we're just going to do a retaining wall type thing and then have the yard over on each side. I don't know yet. That's kind of down the road, I guess, a little bit. Here's the latest addition over here. This is my little Saturday project. We decided that there would be a kind of wasted space over here underneath the front door stoop, because it's got a solid 9-foot foundation underneath it that would just be backfilled. I figured we could use it maybe as a tornado shelter slash root cellar slash gun storage. I don't know, basically whatever we want to do, but it just saves from having to backfill this thing here. So I built this door buck today. I've got an old storm shelter door, we call it. 13-point bolt down, 3-point latch door sitting in my yard because we use them in our precast shelters that we sell. So I figured I'd have the builders cut that thing in on Monday when they get back here. That way we can kind of utilize the space. So I'm going to try to crawl up the ladder here and without falling down, show you guys what's going on in there. All right. This deck is kind of scary. Hopefully I don't fall on. Here's down the wall here. You can see they had some extra reinforcing over the windows just to carry the load. You don't see a lot of rebar in this thing because of course they're going to be using the Helix micro rebar throughout the entire wall pour. But yeah, it seems like I'm high up already. This is just the top of the basement ceiling. But see if I can make my way around this shady deck system without falling off. So coming over here to where the root cellar slash tornado shelter I was talking about. This is the space down here. I would say it's probably 5.5 feet deep at the widest point by, oh, it's got to be almost 18 feet long. It gets a bit narrow back in the corner over there. I don't really know how that's going to work out yet, but I just figured we'd use the space. I mean, this big square space alone is 5.5 by 10. So, I mean, that's 55 square feet right there, plus that back corner, which is probably 3 by 12 or something like that. So yeah, I don't know. It's just some kind of a neat little room. Nobody's got that. I got that. But yeah, so the tornado door will go right here, and probably keep it locked most times in case I keep anything cool in there that I don't want my kids to get into. But yeah, this is a good look at the basement from up here. I showed somebody a picture today of the basement. They said, wow, it's a huge house. It is getting a bit larger than what Janelle and I had ever thought we would build, but here we are, and it's no turning back now. This is 2,000 square feet down here on the basement level, so hopefully those blocks come in early next week so we can stay on track and get poured maybe by the middle of the week because the weather's good. There you see my septic tank poking out of the ground there. Not typical. We hit some bedrock over there, and we'll just have to berm it up, but they made a pretty good use of the red clay there we thought we would never use, so there's not really a whole lot of it left. So as you can see, we're going to be, for the rest of the build, we're going to be bringing in fill. There's no more fill to be utilized here, but yeah, it's looking really good. Really exciting. This house is going to be really quite tall just due to the fact that we hit rock fairly early and had to bring the house up a bit, but it's actually going to be looking at closer to the top of the road. I thought we'd be staring into a hill, but I'm at about main floor level right now, and you can see the main floor. It's looking at a bit of a hill, but it's definitely taller than I thought it would be, which is kind of nice because I guess that's a silver lining of hitting bedrock, I guess. But yeah, it's coming together really well. Over here we've got the bump out, basically. This bump out, this was an afterthought here. It was almost too late, but basically this bump out will be upstairs is the real requirement. We needed this bump out for our breakfast nook because we just realized our kitchen was just way too small. We didn't have anywhere to eat. And so Janelle thought it'd be a good idea to have this little breakfast nook type thing on the main level. So we'll have to figure something out down here to use this bump out for in the basement. Maybe a little bar or something, I don't know. Janelle says I can't have a bar, but you can see that driveway's pretty narrow right now. It's going to have to get fanned out a little bit because actually the corner of the garage is all the way over there. So you can see the garage is not even close. But just need more dirt, right? What is dirt? Just more money. There's those nice birch trees over across the bank there that we really excited about keeping. Those are the pretty ones, but I'm really anxious to see what the view is going to look like here when all the leaves fall off the trees, because right now it kind of looks like a jungle, but it's going to get prettier someday, I'm sure. All right, guys, signing off on a Saturday. Thanks for tuning in.